Carolina. So for those of you that are North Carolina girlies, I think Anna's invited a few of you here. So glad to see North Carolina represented. I've been with SeneGence for almost 6.5 years now. Crazy. So super excited that y'all are here and so excited to tell you more about SeneGence. You are with, by the way, the best team. And if y'all could mute, yeah, if you're not speaking, if you could go ahead and mute just so we can hear everybody while it's being recorded, that'd be great. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if this works correctly. Um, and if y'all can see it, because I've never done it on Zoom before. It's been 5 years since I can't, here
Yeah,
we go.
so if y'all want to see a little bit better, there's a view that you can go to view and say just see the speaker. If you're on your phone, I think you can just swipe.
Mhm.
But if you want to just focus on there we go, who is speaking, that'll make it easier for you to follow along.
Yay. Okay, can everybody see the screen? Okay, I can
I
only see like those of
can.
us presenting. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna mute. I don't even know where I can click mute anymore. I'll just be quiet and let us kind of start off by saying that first, we're super excited you're here. It is free to sign up in May to be a SeneGence distributor. And when you hear the word SeneGence distributor, you might think that means like, oh, I have to sell all this and I have to have I could earn a car and all these things. Well, yeah, you can. But there's so many different ways that we all work this business. So first and foremost, this is casual. We're so glad you're here and we're gonna answer any questions you might have and just kind of go through the basics for you so that you're not overwhelmed, but you can kind of understand the nitty gritty of being a SeneGence distributor and what that looks like. And I think I'm passing it off to
Me.
Emily. All
Hey
right.
guys. Okay, and I didn't say I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and I've been with SeneGence for 8 years. Okay, so just if you're looking at the slides, you can see here what is SeneGence. SeneGence is a company that has been around for 25 years. We just celebrated our 25th year last year, so it is an established company. Our CEO and founder is named Joni Rogers Conte, and she is phenomenal. If you ever get the chance to hear her speak or read her book or if and when you join SeneGence, you'll get to hear a lot from her and see her. She's brilliant, she's generous, she's kind, and she wants the best for her team. You know, unfortunately, there have been a lot. I don't know if y'all have seen kind of in the news or direct sales news, there have been a lot of companies that have kind of switched from their distributors to just online sales. And Joni and the corporate team of SeneGence has promised never to do that. I mean, they put us first. So there is security, there is safety, and just having confidence in our founder and our corporate team is absolutely amazing. So like I said, we've been around for 25 years. And everything's made in the USA. So all of the products that you've tried and that you've loved, or if you haven't tried them yet, everything's made in the USA. We are a company that is not in debt at all. We've never even used investors. All the money that we've made have been through us as distributors. So we have kind of built this company. Joni started it sleeping on friends' couches as a single mom. So she started actually the compensation plan first because she wanted her distributors to find success, whether they were moms, whether they were working women, single moms, married moms, just women in the workforce at all. She wanted them to have success before she even made a product. So she came up with this successful compensation plan first, which is very encouraging for us because we know that we will have success with the steps that she has laid out for us. And then she met with a chemist and created lip scents, like literally in the back of a trailer. And then started selling door to door and made, I think, 1 million her first year by herself. So the company stands on her shoulders, and we are so blessed by that. So just encourage you to know that the company has started from an amazing spot. And our products, also, I wanted to mention, I don't know if anyone else is going to mention this, but our products are European clean standards. So you might hear EU clean, and that's something that we're really proud of too. You might know that and you might not, but Europe has banned like over 1,000, I think it's like 1,700 ingredients that the US hasn't banned. And so they call it the European Clean Standards in beauty products, which is kind of scary that there's over 1,700 ingredients that they have banned. You kind of makes you think like, how many ingredients are there? But anyway, we run our products in our company by those standards. So by those Europe clean standards, which is really exciting to say and to share.
All righty, it's my turn. All right, guys. So ways to sign up. So there's a couple of different options. Actually, there's three different options if you chose to be a SeneGence distributor. So the first option is the free one this month. It is normally $25 for this option, but it's absolutely free if you do it this month. And it is the digital kit. So basically, you don't get any product. You don't get, um, you know, a kit or anything like that. But you get a free website. So you literally just get your affiliate link. So you can share with other people. You can purchase for yourself, all of those things. And you can earn up to 50% off. So your discount starts at 20% and you can go up to 15%. And then if you sell to customers using your website, you can earn anywhere from 12.5% all the way up to 42.5%. So it's pretty awesome. There's not that many companies out there that give us that big of a incentive that we can make. Then there's two more kits. So you've got your $65 lips kit, and that comes basically with lip scents, a lip scents cream, your starter kit, and all of your marketing. Now, this month, if you sign up for that free option and then you place your first 150 PV order, and we're going to talk about what PV is in just a few minutes. If you place that order, you're going to get your lips kit for free, which is insane. So it's typically $65, but you'll get it for free. And then if you are one that you think that you just want to dive in and you want to share all these products and you want to just reach all the women, the $125 beauty portfolio kit literally gives you 5 eyeshadows, blushes, concealers, samples. Like, I've not sat down and has anybody figured up exactly how the money value of the kit? I have not had a chance to do that or not taken the chance, but it's a lot. Like, I would say it is around $500 to $600 worth of product in there, between your samples and everything for 125. So, perks for doing that, like I said, you get your free website. You get 15% off codes for your customers. So when customers join in, they can sign up for a Kiss and Tell program, which is what like our website customers, they can get 15% off codes. You can get them 10% off codes. You can literally choose codes for them. Um, we have the most competitive compensation plan across all direct sales that I know of because Joni, like Emily said earlier, Joni has made sure that she has built this company to where she helps us, and she truly does. Like Emily talked about Joni. I have met Joni at least 3 times, and y'all, this woman is incredible. Um, Joy and I got to meet her. The first time I met her was when I earned a trip to Hawaii in 21 and literally walked into her suite at this elaborate resort. And she literally treated me and Joy like we were family. Like she just welcomed us in and we sat down on her couch and we chatted like family. And y'all, I'm telling you, she's amazing. And she literally works hand on hand with all of us. Like we see her face at least 2 or 3 times a week in our support groups. So That's our next. So support. We've got a back office that has all of our support. You get us. You get all of us ladies that are talking tonight. We have a team chat. We have where we talk about personal stuff. We are not just colleagues, we're friends. And we are very, very proud of that because we love each other and it's amazing. We have access to special global Facebook groups. We have access to boards, which has all of our content in it. So we can teach you all about that if you're interested or like if you decide to sign up. And then we have team trainings and personal onboarding, and we just have basically everything mapped out to make it super, super easy. So that's all I have for this one. Who is next?
It's me. That beauty kit, the big beauty kit Anna mentioned, is valued at over $150, I believe. $850, sorry. Is that right, Bev? Bev, unmute. Say what it
It's
is.
something like that. Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's 742.
There
And
we
the
go.
lips and the lips kit that Anna mentioned at $65 is valued at 114.
Mhm.
So even or 116. So even either one of those is great, of course. But to your point, yeah, you're talking 700 about $750 worth of product.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yes, it's amazing. So obviously, out of those three choices, pick what's best for you. And if you have a question about one, please ask whoever invited you here, and we can help you kind of make the decision of which one might be best for you. So let's talk about why May is the best time to sign up. So first and foremost, is anyone like an NSYNC fan? So like, it's gonna be May. Like, that's just how I feel about it's gonna be May when y'all want to sign up because this is so good. Okay. So first and foremost, like Anna said, I'm going to go back to the last page really fast. You would receive with your 150 PV order the $65 lips kit for free. So you would be receiving, a lip sense, a hydromat, a gloss remover, Joni's book that she wrote, tons of samples, a whole little kit, some beauty books, our catalog to help you get started. So you get that free with your first 150 PV order. And Bev's about to talk about what PV means. We'll explain that here in a moment. So what else you get? You are also receiving, like Anna said, a free website. You get a free beauty business. You get our team to help train you. And we are one of the top selling teams in the company. Emily is like the head of all of us. We kind of trickle under her in some form or fashion. And so Emily is an incredible leader and she has created an amazing team and team culture. And even if you join solely just to get your products at a better discount and hang out with all of us, like we are here for that. So you choose what works best for you. And we are here welcoming you with open arms. We do all kinds of different events together. We have so much fun. Just I hope you see that through this Zoom that we have a blast. It's a lot of fun. You also receive, so when you place the 150 PV order, or if you place more than that and hit your 300 PV order, that's the best bang for your buck. You're going to get 50% off at the 300 PV mark when you place that order. And you also would receive a free Lilac and Love and Pink Perfection nail duo, which is super cute. It's like this beautiful lilac lavender shade, and then a really nice pink that's almost kind of like the pink in this slide that you would receive free with your 300 PV order. And then there are ways to earn fast starts, and we're going to talk about that as well. But if you were to hit your fast start the month of May as well, you also would be receiving a free lash primer, black volume intense mascara, and black waterproof mascara if you hit 1000 PV in your first 30 days as a distributor. So lots of perks, lots of reasons to sign up in May. This is the first time ever since I've been a SeneGence distributor that there have been free signups in the month of May. So this is massive for us. This is huge. And we are so excited to have this time to talk with you and answer questions you have about being a distributor. Okay, Bev, it's all you, girl. What's PV?
Let me get unmuted there. Okay, we're going to really make this simple because I think it can be confusing and it really isn't, especially in the US because it's a pretty easy understanding. But a lot of people ask, okay, so I sign up, but then what's the gimmick? How much do I have to do each month and what's required? And the beauty of this is, so the first piece is just to make sure that you understand that there are no monthly minimums at all. no auto ships, and no penalty if you just, hey, I want to do this, and then decide, well, that wasn't quite for me, and you just walk away. There's no penalty whatsoever. So that's the beauty of it. There's really no risk, especially in a month like May, where the company is actually offering this to you at no charge, which is incredible that they're doing that. So that piece you don't have to worry about. So the only real requirement is that in a 12-month period of time, you place a 200 PV accumulated. So you don't even have to place it all at one time. You can do it over time, 200 PV. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm thinking I want to make sure I didn't mess this up, that I used to think it was 100, and then they changed it. So raise your hand and by one of my distributor friends if I've told that incorrectly.
No,
but
that's
you now
correct.
have 12 months to do that. It's twice the amount. So basically it means you're ordering retail. If you stop and think, PV in the US is 50%, give or take, of what the retail value is. So if I'm buying $100 worth of products, that's 50 PV. And then I just need to do that 4 times a year, or I can do it all at one time. We highly encourage you, if you think that this is something you want to do, whether for personal discount or to build your own side business, like many of us have done, then we highly recommend that you really take advantage of your first 90 days. So the PV that you're going to see, that you're seeing on the screen in front of you, I'm not going to go down and break through. Anna mentioned earlier that you can be anywhere from 20 to 40 to 50%. What I want to highlight for you is in that first 90 days only. When you hit 300 PV, you get 50% off instead of 40. That is significant. You just automatically increase your opportunity to make money by 10%. So that is really significant. And you don't want to lose track of that. And that resets at the beginning of each month. So it's easy to track it. And when you're ordering, the company always shows you what your PV is on that order and what it is for the month, especially with our new website. So it's easier to see that piece of it. And it's simply a way, it's considered a point value that the company puts for each country. In the United States, it's really pretty easy. We have only one product that is not at the 50% PV mark, if you will. So that first 90 days is really, really, really important. And Ashlyn had mentioned the 300 PV, to get your discount at that level, because after that, it goes to 750 before you get your 50%. And while it's not showing on this graphic, we're all going to talk to you about it. If you get to 300, consider 350, because then you have free shipping. So there's 2 or 3 points in there. And whoever invited you to this meeting, if you decide you want to do this, she'll step you through each part of that. So don't freak about that. We just want you to understand why we toss those terms around a lot. And we say PV and you're saying they're going to have no idea what that means. It's simply just a way that you qualify. And think of it as a buying group, that when you hit certain tiers, you get a different discount. And that's in essence what you are, except it's your own business. So you get access to this. And I interchangeably, sometimes we use the words profit and margin. This is really about your margins. So it's not a 50% profit. If you're going to ship and do all the things that many of us do, you're going to have some expenses there. Anna already mentioned for you that if you're going to which is so smart, let SeneGence take that for you and run with it, and your customer orders online, then they're going to have a small percentage there to do that on your behalf. So there's 2 ways of doing that, but just to know that you have the opportunity to hit each of those levels depending where you are. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I think you gave them the example, but I think we're good, Ashlyn, with the lip sense and all that. Okay, fast start perks, just real quickly, because we really value your time. We are not going to read this slide to you. Here's what we want you to just remember. And again, the gal who invited you tonight, if you decide you want to go full gun ho with this, is going to step you through this and help you remember the dates and what all this means. But especially during the first 90 days, the company knows how important it is for you to just get a great start. And so they build into our program a lot of free stuff. And we've had people miss this, like literally one of my downlines missed it by $10. She just miscalculated and missed, and then somebody else missed it by like 2 days. And even though we try to remind and help you with that, it's how critical you can miss out on something and get absolutely free products that you can either keep for yourself so that you can use it for the very first time, you can use it to demo, or you can simply resell it for 100% profit on these items. So that for every 30 days, think of it as roughly, there's about a $400 package, retail package that you get free. When you hit 1,000 PV during your first 30 days, the second 30 days, so your 60 days and your 90, and it can accumulate. So if you miss the first month, you can always get it, but it's much harder. And I think it's easier just to break it down with a goal setting of that 1,000 PV. So for the first one through, when they do that, you can see I love it. I did the Fast Start program. I think it's fabulous. Your first month is skincare and body care. And if you've not used skincare, that is just a no-brainer once you're part of the SeneGence world. The second one is anti-aging, and the third one is solution-based. So it's just a bundle of products. In addition, Ashlyn already mentioned in May, if you're doing that, there's a couple of other bonuses in there for you too, the mascara bundle as well as some other things. But the whole thought behind this is to help you jumpstart your business. And we know if you get just right in there, you're never going to be more excited about doing this than when you first become a part of the team. And so the fact that the company has built in some really incredible freebies, you can end up with over $1,500 in free stuff. And this isn't the kit that you get at this deep discount. This is free, absolutely free by hitting those landmarks. Okay, on to the next.
That was great, Bev. Thanks for sharing all of that. And that's a lot of the nitty gritty of SeneGence. And I think Bev did a great job explaining that. And like she said, if you have a question specifically, please ask whoever invited you here. We're happy to break it down for you, explain it. If you need it explained one more time, watch the replay, any of those things, we're happy to help. So let's talk about the 2 ways to sell products, because this is fun. First and foremost, if you are somebody who has never sold a product in your life, let me be the first to tell you that I never have sold a product in my life until I joined SeneGence. And I was like, I just want the lip sense. Like, I'm not doing this for a discount, or I just want the discount. I'm not doing this to sell. Well, here we are 6 years later, and things have changed. But you can sell anything. You truly can. And it's really not that hard because people love these products, you guys. People love these products, and we do too. And when people see you love a product, you're going to be more excited. The excitement really builds. So just know that if you're intimidated by selling, don't worry. Like, we will walk you through it if you're thinking about it or want to maybe dabble in it a little bit. And if not, that's okay too. So there's 2 ways to sell products. One is completely online. So if you are somebody who does not want to hold stock, you don't want to have stock at your house, you are like a minimalist and you want to solely let SeneGence pack and ship your orders for you, they do it all. You can get up to a 42.5% profit on every order online based on your product order for that month. You can totally do it that way. You can have all the freebies, the perks, the promos. SeneGence does a promo almost every week, if not every other week, that's online. So you can totally go with what SeneGence does and simply have your business be online. And like Anna said, we have 5, 10, and 15% discounts that you can, discount codes you can share with your customers so that they can order with a discount online with you. And then the second is in person. If you are somebody who is very much an in-person girly, and you like to talk with people and you want to meet more people, for me, I just moved to a new town about a year ago, and it's helped me to really branch out and meet new people in my area, by selling our products in person. You can do it as a pop-up in a boutique. You could do it as having a party with 2 of your best friends come over and you do their makeup and show them the products, like start simple. You could do all kinds of different things. I mean, I know all of us could go on and on and on about the different ways to sell the product in person. But it is a really fun way to get to show people the products, let them touch it, let them feel it, let them smell it, the 5 senses, when you are doing that in person. So you can totally choose if you want to do one, the other, or both, which a lot of us do both. I'm somebody that is very much a hybrid person. I sell a lot in person. I also sell a lot online. I do a great mix. I would say 75% of my customers, maybe 70%, I've never met in person before, but I sell to them online and they trust me and they trust the products, and you have both options. So don't feel like you have to go one way or the other. Maybe you're not sure where you want to start. That's okay. And that's what we're here to help you kind of figure out if you do sign up to be a distributor. So up next is going to be Em talking about social media.
Okay, great. So I wanted to just encourage you guys, if you're not on social media yet, this is a fabulous way to sell and share our products. I would highly encourage you to use this route for meeting people, for connecting with people, for networking. I think most of us on here are using social media in one way or another to share our love of these products. And what's amazing about social media is it really can launch your business to more cities, more states, more places, to people that you've never met, like Ashlyn was talking about. So we as a team do a lot of our team stuff on Facebook. We do a lot of our content where you can share with a group. Posts and videos and lives and things like that on Facebook. It's not, required, but it's highly encouraged and suggested. All of our trainings are on Facebook, so highly recommend hopping on there and sharing your products that way. And then Instagram is also another really popular avenue for sharing our products. And I have found, same thing as me, maybe 90% of my customers I've never met, and I've met them through social media. And when I first started, I hadn't sold a single thing to anybody. I just liked connecting with people and finding commonalities and like-minded people, or people that were completely different from me, but that liked our products, and just forming relationships with them is just a really neat part of this business for sure. So social media has been really fun. I know it can get a bad, reputation sometimes with the things on it. And, I find myself scrolling for hours on end sometimes. And I'm like, where did the day just go? And you can find yourself doing that. But there's some really good things about it for this business. You can create reels, you can create stories, you can use your creative outlet and flex that muscle if that's something that you might want to be interested in. It's super, super fun to use social media in that way.
I don't know if I can go to the next. There we go.
There you go. Perfect. So I'm going to talk about community too. So there are a few pictures of our team. If you're on the slideshow, you can see and kind of see the fun that we have and the community that we have. So I want to talk about community in two different ways. First is team community, and then is customer community. So the team right here, I mean, these ladies really are like some of my very best friends. We talk all the time, and there's so many more people on our team that you're not going to meet tonight, but you'll hopefully meet in the days and weeks and months to come, and hopefully even in person. We have several in-person events every year. We also have trips that you can earn, which are super, super fun. And a lot of us have been on the trips together. And those have been absolutely incredible, life-changing trips. They do it like they treat us like royalty on these trips. So the team community is amazing. We have chats that we can encourage each other, help inspire and motivate each other on just things that we're working on. We have a content calendar that we use as a team. So if you think, I don't even know where I'm going to start, I don't know how to even write a post, you will have all of that right at your fingertips. We have a calendar, we have content that you can literally copy and paste, but then of course, like put your own personal touch in it and do videos, and we'll teach you all of that. You will not start this alone. You have an amazing team and an amazing community as soon as you start. And we're so excited. I mean, we are doing this Zoom because we want to grow our team. We want more people to experience what we've experienced. And whether that's just friendship, or people that are praying for what you're going through, or celebrating what you're going through, you will find it here in this team for sure. And then the second part is just, so that was team community. And then the second part I just wanted to add, I don't even know if we have a slide for it, but just wanted to kind of share it. Just your customer community is something that I didn't realize I would have. I thought it would be this kind of separation of like me as a distributor and then my customers just over here. We weren't going to have this great relationship or friendship, but I'm telling you, the blessings and the friendships that have come through your customers is a huge community within itself too. So I had moved here to Tennessee after some years moved away, and this is my husband's hometown. So I was looking for a community that I didn't really know I needed. I had a 3-year-old, I had a 1-year-old, and I was kind of just drowning in goldfish and diapers, didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't realize I needed a community right here with a team, but also this outside community of customers that were super fun. I've gotten to know so well, whether in person or online. So all of that you'll find, it's super great. Even if you're not looking for it, you'll get it, and it'll be just a huge blessing. But if you are looking for it, you will find it.
That's so great. Thanks for sharing that,
That
Um,
is right.
and we're kind of going to end with what questions you guys have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen just so I can see everybody because I've only been able to see Emily and Bev and Anna the whole time. Let me stop sharing and we'll take some questions from you guys. And feel free to unmute and share. And no question is a dumb question.
And if you don't want to unmute, if you want to drop it in the chat, just type it in there. We can answer it that way too. I'm looking at the chat to see if there's any questions at all. And I don't see where our timer is. I know it's supposed to tell us how much
It'll
time.
tell you when we have less than 10 minutes, but it's right at 9:05. So I would think 10
Yeah.
probably. And ladies, if you would also put your name in the chat, that would be great. Your first and last name, just so we can know who was here tonight. That would be great.
Yes. Awesome.
Because somebody's going to win a Starbucks gift card.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And ladies that joined with me know you get something even special too. So look at all these ladies. And like I'm just sitting here looking at these names popping up, and a lot of you guys are mine and talking about the community. I can't tell you how many of you ladies that are posting your names in these chats. Like I literally could cry right now because I would not know any of you without this business. And there's so many of you that I cannot imagine my life without knowing. And I never would have met you if it hadn't have been for this business. So that right there to me is like the biggest perk of all is just, oh, I love you too, Heather. Um, like it's the biggest perk of all to me. Like you literally, and one thing I always tell people is your customers are going to become your friends faster than your friends will become your customers. And a lot of people are like, I can't do this business because I don't know that many people. Well, you might not know that many people, but your people know people. And you have to use your people to get to the people you don't know. And that is where the magic happens. You're not going to have any magic at all in your little inner circle, but the magic happens when you meet all these other people. So,
Anna, did you see we had a question about the tariffs? There was
oh, I
one
did just see
asking if
that.
tariffs affect our orders. I've not noticed anything.
We
I'd be interested
haven't.
if any of our other 3 gals on or 4 gals. Our products are made in the United States, and while yes, you might get something, here and there, but I've not seen anything.
No, and everything's I'm off mute. Everything's manufactured in the US too. So we are not running into any of those problems right now. We have really cool ingredients to our products. Like there is volcanic ash from a island called Vanuatu. I mean, they go all over the world for these ingredients, but everything is manufactured in the US, so that's not an issue.
Our headquarters, too, for those of you wondering, SeneGence headquarters is actually in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Our CEO, Joni, she was raised and grew up in Sapulpa, a little town outside of Tulsa, and she has our entire headquarters there. They are actually building a brand new lab in downtown Sapulpa where our products are being made. Our warehouse is there, so like everything, all the magic happens there. She's been in LA right, LA? Did I make that up? Yeah, LA for quite some time. And she's actually getting ready to move back permanently to Sepulpa. So we're super excited for her. But everything is made in the US, manufactured and shipped. So
Yep.
Anna, since a bunch of your people are on here too, if you haven't told them your story yet of coming to our team, do you maybe want to share that?
Sure. So a lot of you here know that I've actually been selling SeneGence products for 7 years, almost 7 years. February, well, 6 years. February was 6 years. Um, and a year ago, I decided to take a slight step back. If you're in my beauty group, you know me, you know that I didn't actually step back, but I stepped back in such a way that I let my other team that I was on go. And the reason I did that is because my team had kind of crumbled and I didn't have this community that we're talking about. And I needed it. I needed to thrive. And I met Ashlyn. She's our NC state leader, as she mentioned earlier. And I met her at a state conference, and she and I got to talking, and we became really good friends and started meeting up. And then I went back to esthetician school, which is not required. Like that's completely separate. So you're going to hear me if you're in my beauty group, you're going to hear me talk a lot about, what I do as an esthetician, but I do that with SeneGence products and I do it with a goal of selling SeneGence products. If you've been to my spa, I literally have a whole makeup counter of SeneGence products. So I personally do keep stock, but that is not required. And the only reason I do that is because I send it out the door with clients when they come in. But I went back to esthetician school. And while I was in school, I kind of stepped back a little bit and I took a year off. And that year was so I could go inactive and join this team because I needed this community. And guys, can I just tell you, I joined the end of February again, and it has been a game changer. A couple of you ladies possibly were on my team before on the other team. This is completely different. There is nothing parallel from our old team to this team, and it's absolutely amazing. Like it really is. So I am loving these ladies. Like I said, we're friends and we talk every day and I just love them. And I can't imagine my life without them or without my amazing customers. So
Thanks for sharing. Sorry I put you on the spot, but I felt
you're
like you
good.
need to let people know kind of how that all unfolded and everything for you. I think that's important.
Yes, absolutely. All right. I don't see any more questions. So what I'm going to say for the end is when you jump off of here, I want every single person to message the lady that invited you, whether it's me or one of these other amazing ladies. And I want you to give them a number 1 to 10. How interested are you in joining this community? 1 is absolutely, I'd rather starve than do that. And 10 is sign me up, let's do it. Don't give us a 5 though, because we kind of want to know if you're more toward the 1 or more toward the 10. So give us a 4 or a 6. Don't give us a 5. But message us a number that tells you. And for my ladies, in order to get the special prize that I'm giving you, you have to message me your number and then I will let you get that prize. But there you go. All right. Has any of the leaders gone through and wrote down the names that have been put in? Um, I can screenshot it really quick if I need to.
That
So,
might be easiest, Anna, if you can
yep.
screenshot.
All right. I'm going to cut the recording.